There it is. Wow. See, I was about to start this stream and think, see, shout out to Sidecar and just the whole functionality of doing Sidecar with the Apple ecosystem. Anyway, now I can do this properly. What's good, y'all? It's your boy, ThaniaBear, aka Natty, aka that nigga. We're back at it again with another stream. This stream, we're gonna start with reacting to one YouTube video. And then after that, we're actually going to lock into some guitar practice. And then after some guitar practice, we're going to go straight into making some samples for sync licensing. And who knows, we might decompress with some Marvel Rivals. We might decompress with some Tales of Arise. I don't know. Knowing me, though, we're probably going to just decompress. Well, it depends. If we make songs that are good enough, we might just call it early and not even play any video games on stream. It really depends on the vibe. But knowing me, I might want to get a match or two in on Marvel Rivals regardless, but we'll see where the vibe takes us. I'm pretty confident, though, that we may still have some energy after all things are said and considered. Now, as far as for the song and sample making side of stuff for today, we're going to be predominantly working on alternative rock and Afro beats. So we're going to work on another Afrobeat idea, and we're going to work on another alternative rock idea. I'm obviously going to reference something, so we're always going to be listening to something prior. But, yeah, just definitely, just going to try and just expand the vibe and just see what we can do. I'm trying to think what else is on the docket for your boy. What else is on the docket? Nah, man, that's really it. I mean, that's kind of really at least that's my game plan for the stream. Lord knows what we're going to actually end up doing. But I have a good feeling that's what we're going to actually do. So that being said, let me get this situated here. And since we're going to be reacting to stuff, going to put my boy over there. And of the videos I want to watch, I actually want to watch the making of Solara by Manuel Gardner Fernandez, which if you do not know who Manuel Gardner Fernandez is, he's one of the more prominent, I guess, voices in the guitar space this day and age, as far as like his social media presence, as well as just his music. I mean, the dude is just phenomenal talent. I've actually, I've bought his course on modern guitar techniques to not only improve my technique, but to also inject into my course that I'm going to be sharing with a lot of y'all in the upcoming weeks to months. So that way, if you want to grow in your guitar ability, you can just go direct to guys like him, or you can go to my course, which my course is going to be more so for if you've never touched the guitar at all and you just want all the sauce, to where you can take everything you learn from that course and then apply it to become a professional musician, a hobbyist, session guitarist. You'll really be able to do the whole gambit just by taking that course. And the cool thing too is it's going to be a digital course in the sense of it's going to be a PDF. However, I will be pairing it with a video course over time. But until I pair it with the video course, the digital product version will have PDFs within it. It'll also have audio and visual recordings of the actual exercises. So that way you at least have like an actual sonic and visual representation of what the technique will look like, or should look like rather. But I do plan on making some form of a video course to pair with in the future. At least that's my initial thought. But right now, I just got to do the most minimum viable thing that I'm capable of doing while still offering y'all value. So if you're somebody who's always wanted to learn guitar, but you've just never taken the leap on it, or you just don't know which website to go to, or you don't want to go through so many YouTube courses, literally you'll be able to just pick up my course and you'll be able to have all that done for you in like such an organized fashion, super straightforward to the point, and very informative too. So that way, if you really want to, if you feel like, do I know as much as I can? You will. I promise you, you will have more than you need to answer those guitar niche conversations with some level of agency, especially if you go through the whole entire thing thoroughly, not just skipping chapters. Just skip chapters and maybe you won't be as, won't have as much sound fundamentals. But I really do a pretty comprehensive framework of just the whole entire process. So once again, that's something that's coming soon. But in the meantime, stay tuned for all that. And if you want to be in the know whenever that stuff happens, go to my website at ThaniaBear.com. ThaniaBear, ThaniaBear.com. You can sign up for my email list, or you can just check every day and see whatever happens. Either or, you do it yourself. And of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. All of those things help and support me to become more self-sustainable and to add more valuable content to you guys. I'm making music, art and visual media, gaming, and education content. So please, please, please like, comment, and subscribe. Just those three things alone do so much for me. But even more so, if you hit the notification bell to be notified when I drop new content, you're just always going to be in the know and helping with the algorithm pushing my stuff. And if you know how to hype a video, because I don't think everybody does, but if you're aware of what that is, please, doing that also helps me as well quite a bit. So I'm yapping done.
Man, this takes me back. How's it going, people? Well, it's been a while. We've been crazy busy with touring and festivals, and I had my first guitar clinic in Asia, and we've been to Australia and Asia for the first time this year. Yeah, it was a lot, but I'm having some free time now. I think I was like pretty much like 7 months on the road or something with like small breaks in between, but nah, it was a lot of fun. But today I'm going to show you something really special. I want to show you the projects, like the production project for Solara, because I mixed and mastered it by myself. And so I have like the treat of just showing you everything I have. And that song is a lot of fun when it comes to production details and, just in general, like a little bit of nerding. So let's get to it. So we are starting with the backbeat or whatever, the drum and bass thing. What is it called? I actually don't know. But David was like having that sample. He was sending me the sample here. I was having this lead. Yeah, we just want to make a cool intro out of it. So initially that lead line sounded like that, which is pretty much like a chopped thing. I think initially it sounded like this. But yeah, just 16th notes, a little bit of a tape machine in here to get like a little bit more distortion and grit. After it, we went a little bit spacey with a Stella echo. You just have like very creepy echo. I mean, it sounds like a reverb, but it has something that really is scary, very scary. And after that, the saws, the chiptune filter with like, it almost sounds a little bit like a bit crusher. It's just very haunting. Let's see what David did with the original sample.
I'm gonna show you what exactly I sent to Manuel and how I kickstarted the song Solera. I had this idea with like this 2-note interchanging kind of theme. I don't think that Manu used this exact layer, but it just sounded like that when I did it. So it already had like kind of the spooky vibe. And then for the breakbeat, I found a pretty nice one in a jungle drum and bass pack. Sounds like that. So it's already almost what you hear on the record. And then I did a snare layer, or like I separated the snare, I should say, and added decapitator to give it a little bit more grit. And then on the bass for everything, I did Saturn. And altogether it sounds like this. Yes, thanks for checking in.
So back to the main projects. I was missing a little bit of depth and kick and bass to it, so I was adding the kicks to the sample like this. So we have it together like that. A little bit of just a sample that is adding more sub, which is funny because I also used that in Dead Rose, which is pretty cool. But yeah, that was the intro. Now let's go to the main riff. So yeah, I think the most recognizable thing about this is the guitar tone. Again, I'm using Synergy, that amp over there, with the module called 2CP. I just love the sound. I use it for And Everything in Between, for all the singles, for the new record that will be out on the 31st of October. But no, I'm just in love with that tone. It is something that I haven't heard before in metal. It is something that really suits my style of the whole percussive, gritty, but not too distorted sound. So yeah, Synergy, just it's the way to go for me. I haven't used plugins, actually like guitar plugins, in a while now. Yeah, guitar chain, not too crazy. A little bit of EQ, getting a little bit of rid of the mids, boosting a little bit of the 2K and a little bit of highs in here. Compression, I think that EQ is not even doing a little bit. I mean, just a little bit, getting rid of the 4K, adding more mids and getting rid of the nasty stuff in here. What I did with guitar, bass, and electronics is I was having a multi-band, no, sidechain even more. I mean, it's compressing a little bit, but every time the kick hits, let me solo the kick in with the guitars. It is ducking everything till, oh my God, 400 hertz. This should be illegal. I'm pretty sure I just did this for the song. Because normally I go like till 250 hertz, something like that. And I also went crazy with the range. So yeah, every time the kick hits, the guitars are getting ducked till 400 hertz. So it sounds like this. So every time the kick hits, the guitar and the bass and the electronics are making space for the kick to really like breathe. And I don't know, like in modern metal, modern productions, I think it's a little bit, it's a little bit necessary. I mean, it depends what style, but for that song, I really wanted to have the EDM pump drums, if you guys know what I mean. So bass tone, just the eye. Distortion sounds like this. We got the first layer, which is the eye.
Imagine bringing your side project to life. just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
And the second one, which is sup. So adding these is really cool. I'm getting rid of like 7K upwards because we don't need it. A little bit of 300 hertz in here just because we don't need it. Again, the trick with the kick limiting on bass sometimes help to cut through, especially when you play in a band called Unprocessed. For distortion, I went with Parallax. I think I used Simon Grove's presets in here because he's the king when it comes to like bass tone. Kind of ugly when you solo it. Got rid of like everything below 430. It's a little bit more grittier than like usual, because the song is also like way more aggressive than usual. So yeah, bass tone. Electronics in here just kept the thing going. But what is new is that one. No, that one. I love that. It's very industrial, just adding a little bit more to the guitars, a little bit more of like the staccato feel to it, which I love. So yeah, that's funny. So yeah, drums. So for drums, it is a little bit of a hybrid set. Leon tracked it in the rehearsal space, so we had to use like a little bit of shell wizardry. When it comes to kick, snare, and toms, I sampled it. Not purely sampled, but like I triggered it with like the mix wave drums. And yeah, it sounds like this. That's the overheads. And also a good drummer helps, so Leon really killed it on that record. Kick, normal metal kick thing. That is my chain. I used a little bit of the. I really like that one as a Transient Desire, the SPL. I'm not sure if what the common sense in here is, but I just liked it. And yeah, you guys noticed I'm using a lot of Slate Digital. I'm just in love with everything they do. Everything sounds so expensive and warm and really nice. I'm not sponsored though.
I was muted. Rip. I just realized. Just realized right now that I was mute, which sucks because now I'm like, oh, I did so much just talking in between all of this, but I actually, funnily enough, I do songwrite. I'm not like the best freaking songwriter ever, but if you, what would you want opinions on? I mean, let me know. I mean, right now we're just reacting to some YouTube content before I get into sample making and because after this, actually, we're gonna do guitar practice, and after guitar practice, we'll get into some song making. I mean, please send them. I guess you could. Well, okay. I will say this. how new are you to songwriting? Like, how long have you been working on music or trying to write your own songs? That's because that is kind of important. Like define how new you are. Which, by the way, the reason why I'm looking down is because I have my second monitor down here, so I'm not like. I wish I could like look you in the eye, but I can't. Hold up. Let me make sure I can. First of all, I am so tilted. I'm so tilted that I was literally off this whole entire time. That's crazy, dog. That's actually wow. This is why I need mods, bro. I need mods in chat. Okay, so I haven't released because I need a mic, which will be soon, but for a month I've written 2 full songs. Okay. So you've just started songwriting literally this month. Okay. I mean, not gonna lie, with songwriting, it's kind of one of those things. You just gotta make a bunch of songs. But, let's see, do you have a demo of you like singing to these? Do you just have them written? Because I'm not gonna lie, if you have song lyrics written, there's very little help I could give you. But if you have like a link, like a SoundCloud link of some sort, that can work. Like if you can, what's this, like private message me on here? I mean, it'll be tricky, but still send it. I mean, I will say it's very limited the amount of help I will be able to give you, or just anyone in general, because when it comes to songwriting, like, it's one of those things that, yes, there is prose, yes, there is like rhyming, there is such a thing called music math, to where it's like, you know, you have certain things or whatever. I think it'll be better if you showed me a full song. Because, like, don't get me wrong, I would love to give you opinions on the song you're writing, but if you send me a link for, like, a full song or just tell me where I can find it, like, we're on YouTube right now, so if it's on YouTube, dope. Let's see, Cave Brain or Spinning. Cave Brain sounds fire, so I wanna see if you can do Cave Brain. Send that one. Send Cave Brain. I'm very curious now. I'm be curious about what that one is. I'm just a sucker for a good song title. Not that Spinning isn't, but Cave Brain just sounds like something wild, so I'm curious what that one is. Let me see. Which one I'm going to do too. I'm on Twitch right now. Let's see. What you may want to have to do, you may have to like whisper the link to me, because if you whisper the link to me, I can pull it up on here and then go from there. Actually, you might low-key be able to just put it, I don't know. I don't think I have links turned off in chat. Let's see. How about this? Let me see if boom. Let's see. See if you can just see what I just sent you on Twitch. Because I'm not entirely sure if you're on your phone or if you're on the website. But I just sent... You might be able to see whatever I just sent you in your notifications. Which it says, please don't share passwords or personal information. So yeah, don't do that. Don't send anything personal. Were you able to get it? Were you able to see the whisper I sent? Boom, boom. Cool. Awesome. While you do that, just let me know in chat whenever you send it. In the meantime, we're going to get back to react to this YouTube video. Once again, Mr. Monkey, thank you for letting me know that I was mute. Because, oh my goodness, I would have not known. I literally would have not. So appreciate you for that.
Like for room, like I said, it's also like triggered by the mixed wave in here. I just love mixed wave. I used the Luke Holland kit for triggering parallel compression for Angel, right? For the record, I just went crazy with parallel compression. It's just very, very compressed. The drum sound is very compressed. But I tried to like find the right balance between like natural drum sound and just pure chaos. Alright, so let's talk a little bit about today's sponsor, which is the best string company in the world, Diaries. I've been
Okay.
using their strings since ages because they just fit my style of playing so much, and it was actually my first endorsement ever back in 2019, where we were going to Radio Festival and I was talking to Adam and the boys, and since then I'm a Dario artist. My approach is very percussive and very defined, and not every string can handle that. So Diodario strings give me the clarity and the consistency I need while still feeling super comfortable to play. They hold up, they stay in tune, they let me focus completely on the music. This is why they became my go-to. And it's not just the strings. That is my go-to on tour. I haven't done a tour without that. It's the Diodario cleaning kit, for example. It comes with a lot of good stuff. Their string cleaner just helps extend the life of the strings so they stay fresh and bright longer. The instrument polish keeps the body of the guitar looking clean and
Nice.
new without leaving any weird residue. And the fretboard conditioner is amazing. It hydrates the wood and makes the neck feel super smooth, which is especially important when you play as aggressively as I do. And for all the people who ask me since ages what
Oh,
string
yeah, you can
guards
send
and
lyrics
string
in chat.
size I use.
Well, you can send lyrics in chat. I mean, once again, it'll be limited the advice I can give, but if that's all you can do, I mean, go on ahead. Go on ahead, me dog. Yeah, go on ahead, send lyrics in chat if that's all you can do. I will say my advice will be limited, but nevertheless. Okay. Talking to myself, doing a rock art on my echo. Occasional thing giving me help. Make conversation mode, shadow, an empty cave. With an empty mind, my mind is making me my own slave. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna pull up my songwriting notes to help analyze this because I do have a little bit of a cheat sheet that I use for songwriting. So let's see here. I'm gonna run it through based off that. Honestly, send the one you're writing right now too. I'm curious on that as well. Because right now, with this one, I already see the rhyme scheme in terms of how you're using the O kind of sound, which is pretty cool, especially because you're doing alone, echo, and then shadow. It's because alone and echo, I'm saying, if I get the feeling these thoughts aren't on right here. Sounds that great. Now, I'm not going to lie. The shadow in an empty cave with an empty mind, my mind is making me my own slave. I get the feeling these thoughts aren't mine. I'm in here for the silence that I crave. As I read it, the melody could change my opinion on it, but like right now, what you do a pretty good job of, at least with this verse 1 that I'm reading, you're already painting a picture for me, right? It's pretty straightforward to get the idea of like, you're essentially talking about this feeling of like, okay, being alone with yourself and your own thoughts. Sitting here, talking to myself, I'll do wrong, arguing. not gonna lie, verse 1 from Cave Brain, it's a bit convoluted because initially you're painting an image of like, okay, you know, you're sitting here alone, talking to yourself, kneeling on the rocks, arguing with my echo. This cave is the only thing giving me, there's the only thing giving me help. I'm making a conversation with my own shadow. So right there, I'm like, okay, cool. You painted the picture. You're sitting there alone. Where are you sitting? You're sitting. Well, first of all, you go from there, kneeling on the rock, arguing with my echo. It's like, okay, so you went from sitting here alone to kneeling on the rocks, arguing with your echo. And then you establish that this cave is the only one giving me help. I'm making a conversation with my own shadow. So in an empty cave with my empty mind, my mind is making me my own slave. I get the feeling these thoughts aren't mine. I'm here for the silence that I crave. I go from, okay, the preposition of sitting to then kneeling to then arguing with an echo in a cave. So it's like initially you were here all alone, but you're really not because you're arguing with this shadow or this concept of yourself or this feeling of yourself or this perception of yourself within this cave. But the cave is actually empty and your mind is actually empty. It's just your mind essentially playing tricks on you. And then you feel like, dang, are these even my thoughts? I'm just walked silence. So it's a bit convoluted, but at the same point too, it could play into sort of the aesthetic of like, oh, I'm a madman, you know? I feel there could be ways in which you can, for instance, there is this idea of posing a question and using instructions in between the phrasing to kind of create more of an image. But if you like it and you feel it resonates with what you have to say, who cares what I have to say? But I will say that one it's a bit more convoluted, and it does kind of fit to the idea of cave brain. Like, I'm here alone, but I'm still talking to something that's talking back to me, but everything around me is empty. So once again, it's very unclear, but I can also see you having that be the point. So it's just something to consider. Now, let's move on to the other track, which is more of a Green Day vibe. My mind is no longer functioning right. No more feeling my broken heart. I just needed to call someone at my abandoned home, but I am now too far gone. I mean, I can definitely see how that's like a very Green Day vibe. At the same point too, though, Green Day, at least the more popular records from Green Day, at least that I know, because I'm not so well versed in their catalog to just be talking to them as if I'm like an expert. But from the popular records that I know, like even just look at the Boulevard of Broken Dreams. I walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. Don't know where it goes, but it's on to me, and I walk alone. Yes, please send the song that you got inspiration from for Ghost Town. I'm definitely down to just see what that is. Please send that through. Even if it's just the title and the name, I can go look for it on YouTube. Which also too, I'm gonna do something here. Oh, I think you may have sent a link because it's not showing me in chat. 80 by Green Day. Perfect. Okay, we're gonna look up 80 by Green Day. Da 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 da. Cool.
With Fargo, your virtual assistant from Wells Fargo,
we
you
hate
can access
ads.
your FICO score in a snap.
But I'm a brokey.
What I would give to be able to make art on this scale.
Someone call love.
Okay. I'm kind of getting the vibe. Here's the thing. He kind of does have a rhyme scheme, but it's not as like singy-songy as you might think. Like, for instance, let's just look at the beginning, right? So check it out. It's in the phrasing, by the way. Not so much the rhyming. It's more of how he phrases it. I agree. It doesn't need to at all. And then from there, it transitions into the next section, which it's not so much about rhyming. It's more of that there's just like there is a rhythm to the phrasing, if that makes sense. So it's like there are 4 phrases that just happened because the space in between what he's saying allows for them to be noted as phrasing. So there's that, and then also too the rhyming, and it's not even rhyming. It's more so, I forget the English terminology for it, but it's like alliteration because he's saying you, but he's not saying you. He's saying yo to kind of match. So hold on. And then. Wait for it. Bloom, yo. So it's more so it's not about the rhyming at all. It's don't misconstrue me and think like I'm telling you, hey, you need to rhyme every word. No, that's not what I'm saying. But whenever you're writing a song, there is such a thing as phrasing and motifs, and those are 2 things. If you don't know what they are, I highly recommend just doing like a quick YouTube search on them or Google search on them. But when it comes to writing, you want to have a motif. You want to have some level of rhythmic pentameter. And the rhythmic pentameter here, even though it's not like, this is very like punk. Like as punk, garage punk as you can get, actually. I don't even know if they did this to a click. By the sound of it, I don't even think they recorded this to a click. It sounded just like they tracked it live, just from how I'm hearing it, you know? So it's kind of one of those things to where you want to, like for instance, what you have written over here, my mind is no longer functioning right, no more feeling my broken heart. I just needed to call someone to my abandoned home, but now I'm way too far gone. Gone and heart can kind of work, depending on how you break up the phrasing, right? But once again, oh, heck yeah, bro, go ride, go do your thing. Just let you know, like that, the first song you said, definitely I get an image, but it's very convoluted, which kind of matches, I guess, kind of what you're talking about. And this one, straightforward. I kind of see where you're going with it. But to be honest with you, the music is going to be just as important as the writing. Like, the writing could make literally 0 sense when you read it, but then when you pair it with the right music, oh, magic can happen. So go have fun, and I hope you enjoy it. And thank you for letting me know about my mic, because Lord have mercy. Hey, yeah, come back whenever. I'm probably going to be streaming for like another 2-ish hours, 3 hours. So if you're done afterwards, I mean, just stop by, just catch a vibe. No pressure at all. I appreciate the follow regardless. It means a lot. But yeah, we're going to get back to reacting to this guy now.
I can now finally say I'm playing the NYXLs, and it is 9 to 80 for 8 string, and it's 9 to 46 for 6 string. I also got David's bass Pro Steels in here that he uses, which is 45 to 130. So yeah, shout out to Diario for being awesome since 2019 and even before that. Without Diario, that...
Honestly, the Diario NYXL strings are definitely the best ones I've used in a while. Because I used to do Ernie Ball Super Slinkies.
Not sound like it.
They're pretty dope. The Cobalts,
yeah,
but
it. All right.
Those NYXLs
Verse
are dope.
1, which is the beginning of the vocals. It's just basically the intro again, and the vocals sound like this. I went for a very angsty, breathy verse, and you probably noticed this thing here. I used a resonator on the vocals to give it a little bit more of a stereo feel and a little bit of a creepy, weird,
Let's see. Hold up. I just saw your message right now. Let's see. Should I end it instead with Too Far Gone? It's back at the start. Let's see. My mind is no longer functioning right. No more feeling my broken heart. I just needed to call someone at my abandoned home. But now I'm far too gone. It's back at the start. Maybe. I will say, I'm ending with Too Far Gone. It's back at the start. Honestly, that also kind of paints somewhat of a picture. That could work. But once again, if you're not trying to go for too rhymey, try and see if you can get something that has that same feeling as Heart, but it doesn't necessarily end with like an RT. Because like Heart, you can also do like SAR. Oh, no, let's see. Okay. My mind is no longer functioning right. No more feeling my broken heart. I just needed to call someone at my abandoned home. But now I'm far too gone. Honestly, trust your heart on this one, because like at the start can work. It makes sense. Like if you just wanted to do I'm far too gone and it's back at the start, that works. But if you want to avoid the rhyming as much as possible, try and see if you can find a creative way of still getting that same phonetic of art without necessarily having to have the ART, and maybe have like a word that you can change how it sounds. Because that's another thing that, what's his face in, is it Billie Holiday? Not Billie Holiday. I'm stupid. That's not his name. I forget whole homeboy's name, but the lead singer for freaking Green Day, what he did in the other track that was pretty cool and worth pointing out was like he changed how you sounds to make it kind of sound similar to the other word. So your discretion. Definitely don't let me write the song for you. At the end of the day, if you think it sounds dope, there you go, Billy Joe Armstrong. I'm about to say, because I know it wasn't Billie Holiday. Billie Holiday's like a singer, like a jazz singer or some shit. But yeah, Billy Joe. He's really good at that. Kind of like changing the meaning of a word or like the sound of a word in some of his records. So I will say that It's Too Far Gone, back at the start, pretty cool. You can try that. Try that out.
Just very, very, very weird. Also, a lot of EQing, boosting the highs. Using the F, G to A for vocals is king for my vocal chain. I think it just sounds good. Direct. A little bit of saturation. Actually, a lot of saturation. But that's on purpose. What I also use is Mixwave VLC, the Hazelrig one. I don't know what they did with that plugin, but it sounds incredible. It's really, really good, especially for vocals. Sometimes I also use it for the snare, for example, like in Dark Song Complete, like the dry, very big snare, the pop snare. It's amazing. And yeah. Oh, I also ducked the vocals with something. So yeah, a lot of multi-band action in here. And then we got the guitars in here.
This is tough.
It's a little bit, technical. Unprocessed song has to be a little bit technical. Otherwise, it's not an unprocessed song, right? First time shouts. I think I added the in here to give it a little bit more emotion. I think the original take didn't have that, so sometimes I do that, just adding a little bit of whatever to the original track. It's not as calmed as usual. I go crazy with vocal comping, just even like words. I go through words and just like put the best out of it. But with shouting and screaming, sometimes about the emotion, more like about the best take. So
Fair.
I was very, very angry here. Except the little that I just added that.
That's funny.
oh my god, the FG 73, and that one as saturation works for my screens. And I heard a little bit of a stereo delay in here. Yeah, the mutator.
The timeline was tight, so looking back, do you think you could have given us a bit more wiggle room?
I think it's pitching it up a little bit and adding like another layer to it with distortion to give it more of a brutal vibe to it. But I'm not overdoing it on the vocals because I want it to sound like a little bit more natural. And this is what I also do sometimes. I'm not going crazy with layering when it comes to shouts because I really want to have this raw emotion. So I'd rather go full on with the main vocal take and just leave it. And also I don't go crazy with reverb and delays on shouts because I really want to have it raw in a way. But I did something here. A widener and a stereo effect. Repeater. Awesome.
Those synths. Yeah, gotta love those synths, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. The Atmospheric King is definitely that plugin. It's Gravity 2. It does a lot. It's just put on one pad and it sounds like a movie. It's incredible. Oops. Yeah. Alright, so chorus. I feel like a lot of people think that this is a guitar. No, but this is like the intro lead from the intro. Yeah, you can see the pitch automations in here. It's all just done by hand.
Damn.
I just love the sound. It's amazing. All right, vocals. I went crazy with vocals on the chorus. I really want to be I don't know. I want to have like the biggest chorus. So that's the chorus. Vocals only.
You're the sun, you shine everywhere, but in my own. You're the sun, you shine everywhere, but in my own.
I used to harmonize for like a vocal pad, you could say.
You're the sun, you shine everywhere, but
I'm doing this with the auto-tune with Antares. The harmony engine in here. Yeah, just with chord degrees. And there you go. Some layers.
you're the sun, you shine everywhere.
So what I did is I sang the chorus again, but only with head voice and very breathy. So it adds a little bit of the highs.
Yeah, the width.
fizziness
Yeah.
that very high chest voice normally don't have, because if I have to like sing very like high and very mix plus chest voice, a lot of the highs are not there, but I actually want to have it for the production, so it adds a lot. Yeah, that's the original, the main one.
You're the sun, you shine everywhere.
The same effects, the repeater. All right, let's go to the Telipod.
You left your lips it like a curse in every book I took. You played me like a song that ends before that hook. I thought that was the chosen one. Thought you were mine.
I like the vibe, but now I kind of just want to create some stuff. So we're going to hop right on into listening to some references. Let's see here. what's it called? Where do I have? There you go. Bookmarks, media. Let us pull up. There you go. This is our reference library. Let's look for alt rock. Let's find some alternative rock vibes. What about there? Okay. All right, I got a vibe of what we're gonna work on. I got a vibe. Hey, dope. Glad you finished writing. I'm actually gonna be writing some songs right now, so you can watch me real time. I'm using Ableton. It is my DAW of choice of reckoning. Okay. We're going to start with, let's see, the BPM is going to be 114. I'm going to find some drums. I'm going to do something a bit more 4 on the floor-y. Delete. Ableton is not, well, there is a free version of Ableton, like Ableton Lite, but it is, you have to pay for it, which, to be honest with you, you technically don't, because if you just torrent stuff, you can get anything virtually for free. But if you want to do it the legit way, there is a free version that like limits you to like 4 tracks or something like that. But it is a great starting place to learn, and then from there, you know, you can obviously get the legit thing, right? Let's see. We'll do contemporary rock. Cool. All right. Awesome. Let's see. Let's find something simple. Nope. I kind of like this rhythm actually. Good. Okay, I kind of like that kind of pop rock sort of intro. Okay. Alright. So we're just going to start with just some... Although I don't mind analyzing your new lyrics, I'll kind of be doing it in between working on this track. So feel free. I mean, we could do it the same way kind of you did it. You could just kind of put it in there, and I could just kind of give it a quick look. See, oh yeah. If you don't mind me double tasking at the same time. I'm gonna group this track together and call it the bass. I'm gonna configure. Boom. All right. There for the bass. Let's see what you got here. What are the lyrics you got for me? Verse 2. There's a pain in my chest that I can't lose, and the pain just feels way too sharp. These 4 broken walls won't let me out of here, and it feels like my mind has gone too far. That's actually pretty cool. Yeah. I mess with those lyrics, actually. There's a pain in my chest that I can't lose, and the pain just feels way too sharp. Okay, I will say, you use pain twice in that lyric scheme. If possible, see if there's a way you can not... Because this is not something I'm a big fan... Like, I don't care if you use the same word twice as long as you're painting a picture. But I have been in songwriting sessions with other songwriters that... For them, using the same word twice can be a bit, what's it called? Not tongue-in-cheek. I forget what words they would say, but just know that that's something that's not always, like most songwriters don't tend to want to do that, but I think it's dope. Verse 2 seems pretty dope to me. There's nothing good going on in my head. I know this feeling. It's not something new. I'm stuck here thinking of my broken life. There's no longer something to lose. For some reason, the "there is no longer something to lose" line kind of throws me off. But everything leading up until that in verse 3 seems pretty solid. There's nothing good going on in my head. There's nothing good going on in my head. I know this feeling. It's not something new. I'm stuck here thinking of my broken life. There's no longer something to lose. Okay, so there's nothing good going on in my head. I know this feeling. It's not something new. I'm stuck here thinking of my broken life. There's no longer something to lose. Yeah, there's no longer something to lose line in verse 3 kind of feels... I don't think it works, but if you feel it works, it works. But just as I'm reading it, I'm like, maybe that could be workshopped for sure. And then chorus. Every time I need help to talk to the walls, my mind is only falling down. I'm alone in this godforsaken place. It's starting to feel like a ghost town. Okay, that's cool. Every time I need help, I talk to the walls. My mind is slowly falling down. I'm alone in this godforsaken place. It's starting to feel like a ghost town. Yeah, chorus is solid. At least, once again, I'm saying this all from a lyrical standpoint. It depends on... at the end of the day, it matters what the music is doing in context with the lyrics. But from a lyrical standpoint, the chorus is solid. Verse 2 feels dope, even though you use pain twice, back to back. And then verse 3, the "there is no longer something to lose" line, maybe workshop that. But that's your call. You're the artist at the end of the day. Whatever I have to say doesn't really mean anything if you resonate with it and it makes sense with what you're trying to do. fun, brother. All right, something. Something like that. Okay. And then you'd be like, sting ending, like right there. Okay. All right. I never read my room. Meditate. Very close around me. Time by the road is dead. But steady road, a little good. Setting my running traces. Say a pistol. Say it every gun like better. She said it done it, cause still stand a letter in a boy running over and then. Sitting on the coin, but I'm a 10 hours a lie. Find every telling it raining on my heart instead of calling mine. Sun running behind me, dying on it, hide the lie. Anybody hop on this? Anybody hop on this? Hey, okay, I'm just gonna bullshit some of this. You don't know. Say so. Hateful. And I know you take me for granted, but I never knew it. So I will forget it all again. So far, you took me for granted. All right, something like that. Something like that. Just gotta clean it up though. Gotta do some guitar parts too. Let's see if I can get that instrument. Anyway, nothing like crazy. That's so annoying. Alright, cool. So we kind of got a vibe, at least what that is. So now just kind of finalize this bass part so I don't have to come back to it again. So let's focus on verse 1. I like that take. Cool, got a couple takes there. And now Okay. Let's get a couple more takes here. Cool. Got a good amount of takes there. All right, so that's just verse 1. Then let's get the interlude so we can at least have the same thing on both parts. More or less, I think I have all the bass parts I could need. I'm pretty sure there's still more that I need to get done in terms of bass, but at least for the demo, if I can lay down the bass and figure out like a drum that's comparable, I might be able to be comfortable moving on. I might be able to. Let's see. We'll start with interlude first. Let me not lose all this work. Collect all and save. Okay. We're gonna put this in alt rock. For granted, ThaniaBear. What is this? Key of... I have no clue what key this song is in. Key of G, cool. So 114 BPM, G major. Let's see, where is it? Oh, there you go. This is going to be very interesting. Making drums to my mouth drums. like the octave part there. All right, that's more than enough, Thani, for a demo. Cool, cool. Collect all and save. Okay. And then we'll do a new live set. I kind of want to do another alternative rock song.
How much would it take to bear?
Let's go to the instrumental. like that groove coming back to it. We're gonna mute that though. Honestly. Group tracks. Like some basic ass, like, what is it? Yeah. Just do that guy. Put that on two. Cool. Duplicate. There it is. Hey yo. Hey. Let's see what happens. Hey I fade. Cold better I stay. I nay. You say but the life at my name. It's my name. Oh, you ready? Say baby, you may change. Baby, gosh. Hey, baby, tell me why I said it again. Tell me what it is. Stab me the try like pretty. Pinch the color like kid. I need coming and shit, my nigga like keep me put it like pretty. I don't know, Southern Rock. Step better like giving this tea. Step better this stealing the king. Yo niggas ain't pulling at me. Yo bitch ass minutes they give it like it. Say bye on race. Then we go and hit Paris. Let me go ahead and find me anytime it goes. Something like that. Hold up. Potty break. Potty break. Gotta use the restroom. Let's see. Saved by price, breaking apart of me. I for one could fall apart alone. Tell me what it is. Step battling, killing teeth. Step pounding, stealing king. Young niggas ain't blowing at me. Young bitch, yeah, minute they kill it like it. Say, bye, and I got it, Paris. Baby, got it, find me anytime it goes. Saved by price, breaking apart of me. I for one could fall apart alone. Hey, babies, tell me why I said it again. Tell me what it is. Happens. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah. I fade. Cold blooded, better I stay. Hey, nay. Use it for the life and money. It's my name, oh, you ready? Say, baby, my dreams. Baby, goes. Hey, babies, tell me why I said it again. Tell me what it is. Step battling, killing teeth. Step pounding, stealing king. Young niggas ain't blowing at me. Young bitch, yeah, minute they kill it like it. Say, bye, and I got it, Paris. Baby, got it, find me anytime it goes. Saved by price, breaking apart of me. I for one could fall apart alone. Say, baby, my dreams. Baby, goes. Hey, babies, tell me why I said it again. Tell me what it is. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah. I fade. Cold blooded, better I stay. Hey, nay. Use it for the life and money. It's my name, oh, you ready? Say, baby, my dreams. Baby, goes. Hey, babies, tell me why I said it again. niggas ain't doing that me. Yo, bitch, yeah, minutes they carry like it. Say, it ain't coming here, perish. Baby, good if I had a time it come. Say, by price, begging the part of me. I feel I could fall apart. Say, baby, my dreams. Baby, gosh. I'm back with tell me why I said it again. Tell me what it is. I like that. My fate. Oh, better I stay. I know you say about the life and my name. It's my name, oh, you let it. Say, baby, in my dreams. Baby, gosh. I'm back with tell me why I said it again. Tell me what it is. Stay battling, killing these teeth. Stay pulling this, stealing king. Yo, niggas ain't pulling at me. Yo, bitch, yeah, minutes they killing like it. Say, bye, it ain't coming here, perish. Baby, good if I had a time it come. Say, by price. Say, by price. Begging the part of me. I feel I could fall apart. Say, baby, in my dreams. Baby, gosh. I'm back with tell me why I said it again. Tell me what it is. I love it. Simple idea, not too much. Key of D major. Been realizing D major is kind of a key I like singing in a lot. Don't know why. So I'm gonna call it "Say It With Your Chest." Was that 104 we ended up on? We wrote it in 99 beats per minute, but we ended up with 104 BPM. I'm not mad at it though. D major. D mejor. D mejor. Alrighty, tidy, alrighty, tidy. Alrighty, tidy. You're bright and mighty to me. Alright, since I ended up doing 2 alternative records today, we definitely have to do 2 Afrobeat ideas tomorrow. Damn, I got caught up in social media already, man. All right. Bounce this out. Dunsky made 2 ideas. I really could go for 3, but not too, not too mindful of that. Not too much of that now, shall we? Cute. All right. You know what that means. Brother man, oh brother man. Sheesh. All right. Pretty solid stream. Didn't really end up getting to play any games, which is totally fine. Just reacted to some YouTube videos, talked to a new follower, and made 2 songs, which I know for some of y'all, like, those aren't songs, they're just ideas, and you are correct. But also too, at the same point, the moment you have like the structure and sort of the intent of the arrangement, because for me, I'm not particularly making like, these songs are for sync. Should I decide to make them like fuller songs? I might. It really just depends on the vibe I feel, to be honest, but as of right now, I'm building the catalog for sync licensing. And when it comes to, like, at least with regards to sync licensing, I mean, stuff like this, like what you're hearing right now, the instrumental, this could work depending on the project brief. It really just depends on what the, what the people want, if you will. So, at least with what I got going on and what I plan to do with my music, some might work, some might not. It's going to be an eclectic mix of a lot of different things. But what I am working on with the rock stuff, it's like, it's going to work for a particular type of brief. And that's why, too, even with the cinematic hip-hop stuff I'm working on, like, right now I'm just trying to get the song ideas, the concepts. I'm really trying to touch as much bases as possible, so that way, whenever, like, I'm looking at 5 to 7 records per project, I'm like, okay, these 5 or 7 per these ideas, I'll at least be able to get a couple of hits, give or take, and then the rest of my effort can be focused on my original music. So with sync licensing, it's gonna be a bit of a grind, but luckily, at least when it comes to the alternative rock, I already have 4 ideas, possibly 5. We'll double check, but at least 4 ideas. So if I get like 1 to 2 more in the alternative rock, I'm putting that off to the side. I already kind of got what I need in terms of just rock ideas. But then with hip hop, I got like 3 for sure. And then with Afro beats, I think I have 2 or 3. I have to double check. I think it's 2. So the next 2 I'm definitely going to focus on are Afro beats. So then that way, by the time I get those done, I mean, I feel like by the end of next week, I'll have all of the sync licensing ideas I'll need done, like pre-produced and everything. And then from there, I'll just be, well, in the meantime, while I'm getting these ideas done, I'm going to be establishing a relationship with sync licensing agents. And yeah, that's really the vibe, to be honest. Like, I don't think there's really much else to it. It's going to be an interesting journey, though. I'm still learning a lot of stuff along the way, and I'm not going to be too harsh on myself, because I always am. But I have everything I need to make the records that I want. It's just right now, I'm not focusing on the production at all. I'm just trying to get the ideas out. Because once the ideas are there, if I need a more quality guitar, if I need a more quality this or quality that, I know exactly where to go to, or who to go to, and what I need to get done in order to make that happen. So that's the beauty of everything. It's like, it's not going to particularly be a lot of work or any crazy work, but it is going to be, relatively time consuming whenever that time comes. But luckily, I got people who believe in me and trust in me, and I'm going to make sure I use everything in my power to make sure their trust is warranted and their belief in me is warranted. And that's why I got to do the hard work here first with the pre-production ideas. So overall, I feel pretty good though with the progress. Not too much I can complain about. But I appreciate it for those of you watching, whether it's on YouTube or rewatching the pod on my second channel, whatever the case may be. I appreciate you. I love you. It's your boy, ThaniaBear, aka Natty, aka that nigga. And you've been watching one of my music production streams. If you want to watch more stuff like this, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified of videos like this, as well as for my art stuff, for my gaming stuff, and for my education stuff as well. I love you. You're beautiful. Don't forget to sniff the fruit salad. And as always, peace.